自分のキャリアを振り返ればすごく順調で、もう本当に今辞めても申し分ないぐらいの結果を余裕で出してると思うんですよ。やっぱでもそれでもまだまだその満足感がないというか。
Naoya Inoue's success has been incredible for Japan. Right now, Japanese has double-digit champions. And at some point, you just have to see someone who looks like you out there doing it to be inspired. And Japan has always had excellent fighters. Fighters with a lot of heart, fighters who come and give you everything in that ring. But all of a sudden, they're like, hey, we can be pound for pound.
I don't even think that you talk about Inoue in a division. I think you talk about Inoue in a time. His greatness, his attraction, his ability to connect with a big audience, it's not about what division he's in. He transcends the sport.
Inoue is, without any question, going to go down in boxing history as an all-time great.
The fact that Inoue is on the pound-for-pound rankings just speaks to his prodigious power, his all-around talent, and his acumen, and the accolades that he's accomplished throughout his career so far.
And the monster has roared! He's done it again!
He's already a 4-division world champion. That's a very, very rare group of people to be with. He is a 2-division undisputed champion. So he is really stamping himself historically as one of the best fighters of a generation. There's a lot to say about what is left in his career.
You are watching one of the greatest of all time.
Inoue has already made an incredible name for himself. His legacy is secured. Everything for Inoue is within reach. It's whether or not it's interesting enough for him to actually go and get it. A lot of people like to compare knockout artists as the mini Mike Tyson. If there ever was a mini Mike Tyson, it's Naoya Inoue, because every one of his fights is almost guaranteed to end in a knockout.
Inoue has the whole package. He has the speed, he has the power, he has the ring IQ, the balance. He's a fighter's dream fighter.
Inoue can put your lights out in a half a second.
Speed generates power. Here, it's speed and power. It's different.
It's a special combination.
Naoya Inoue has it all. He's explosive, he's quick, he's powerful, he'll hunt you down. Every fight for him is must-see TV.
Inoue is everything that people say that he is, and the scary part is he's still getting better.
Fighters tend to be either superb boxers or dynamic punches. Now, Inoue combines both, and he always is there with the gun.
He shot that off like a rocket. That's a lot to deal with. Oh! Good shot right there.
Down goes Maloney on a quick counter.
He's a search and destroy fighter. He's going to come at you right away and test you. He's going for the knockout every fight.
Oh, a big right hand from Naoya Inoue. It is over.
The fact that he has a prolific knockout ratio speaks for itself.
That knockout rate is incredible. I don't know anybody that's even come close.
His power for sure is definitely like unique, but not only that, his conditioning, he can do it throughout the entire fight.
What's really extraordinary about him is the overall precision, how everything works in concert. So it's not just about raw power, it's about how his feet get him into a place where he can use that raw power. Everything is technically perfect. It makes him really the perfect predator.
Inoue is coming. The monster is coming.
The monster, Inoue!
He is a human highlight reel. When you destroy guys in the ring and you can see that all over the world. People just love that.
In a way, if he wasn't the monster, he'd be the body snatcher. He does not give up on the body. He's going to the body the entire fight.
Left hook to the body.
Knocked down, scored by the monster.
Liver.
Left hook to the liver. Liver shot. Puts down Desperanus.
His technique is close to flawless. He's sitting on his punches in the right time, or he throws speed at the right time. His balance is crazy. Probably have the best balance in boxing.
Three-punch combination. Goes back to it again. Oh! Big-time shot to the body by Inoue.
It's a beautiful, violent symphony, the way he moves.
Destructive work from the monster. Uppercut. Body shot again. My, oh my. 3 body shot knockdowns and a knockout victory for the great Naoya Inoue.
There's no safe place in the ring when Naoya Inoue is the man looking across. The thing about Naoya Inoue is he's a complete package. He likes to entertain, he likes to take risks, he likes to exchange punches. Like, that's really a complete fighter for me.
I was really impressed in the Nonito Donaire rematch because I thought he looked undersized the first time they fought. The second time, he looked like the bigger man. He was able to put on that muscle. He was putting in the work in the gym, on the road, and in the weight room to actually grow into being a real bantamweight.
Nonito Donaire and Naoya Inoue, two virtuosos in the ring, present Poetry of Violence. There was dynamite in those punches. And this fight is over.
That's it.
Impressive knockout victory for the monster. Naoya Inoue, a statement victory in his home country of Japan. And wow!
Inoue being able to do that, deal with a guy like Donaire, who's so dangerous and so dynamic, really speaks to his resilience.
Right now, Inoue in the boxing world, he's that guy. He's one of the pound-for-pound greats, if not the #1 pound-for-pound greatest fighter today. And you always think that this performance can't be topped, and then every single fight he does even better.
Inoue is one of those fighters that he wants to test himself. And he loves the hardware. He's one of those guys that just says, you got the title, I'm gonna set my goals on that.
まあ自分がどうありたいかっていうのはそんなに考えてなくて、ただ自分のこの現役生活のボクシングを見てくれた人たちがどう感じるかっていうのがすごく興味があるところで、まあその見てくれる人たちの中での、ストーリーっていうものが人それぞれ多分あると思うので、別に自分がどうありたいかっていうのは今は全然考えてないですね。もうやるべきことをやって突き進んだ先に自分がどう思えるかってところが一つ重要だと思うんで、自分がこうありたいからそのために頑張るんではなくて、その頑張った先に自分がどう思うかってところを。
Naoya, the monster.
The fight against Paul Butler is a lesson to every fighter on how to cut off a ring and how to dispose of an opponent who doesn't want to engage. I mean, nowadays everyone makes excuses after the fights. Well, he didn't come to fight. Well, guess what? Watch what Naoya Inoue did to Paul Butler.
Opens up this third round with a combination. Butler's in that corner and desperately needs to get out.
The Butler fight, Butler really didn't want to engage with Inoue. I'm not entirely sure I blame him.
Butler, I don't think is here to win tonight. I think he's just here to survive. That's it. He's here to survive. He's not letting his hands go. He fears the punching power from Inoue. Look at Inoue, he's having fun.
I think he's one of the best body punchers in the world today. He's consistent with it. He has beautiful setups. He sets traps, and that's really what it was. He caught Butler along the ropes and was able to dig that left hook to the liver to end the fight.
Right hand to the body is a good one. And a big right hand that comes in. Great work from Inoue. That power of Inoue comes through, and he gets it done at 11.
That's how you finish an opponent who doesn't want to engage, who just wants to survive. But guess what? You can't do that against Inoue. He's the monster.
Boxing's first undisputed bantamweight champion of the world, Naoya, the Monster.
The Stephen Fulton fight, that was really the fight that we all had the most questions about Naoya Inoue going in. Because we'd seen him get in with brawlers, we'd seen him get into firefights, but how's he gonna deal with a moving, slick fighter who has a little bit of pop?
This was a really interesting matchup. A lot of people were going into this fight thinking that Fulton could win. Myself included, not saying that he was going to win, but I was like, I could see this style giving Inoue enough trouble where he could actually lose.
Fulton's really good. He's skilled, he's tough, he's talented, he's a champion.
Another right hand from Inoue backs up Fulton.
He was able to allow Fulton to get his start and then make the correct adjustments. And once he did, that's when Naoya Inoue really shined. And
Inoue's making this fight look easy right now against Fulton.
This was the fight that really opened my eyes to how special Inoue is. Because, yeah, he's the puncher. Yes, he's the knockout guy. Fulton's the boxer, quote unquote. But now Inoue was able to completely outbox, befuddle, and stay one step ahead of Stephen Fulton all night long.
There was never a moment in which the fight seemed in doubt.
Really hard to get in and out. Oh!
Right hand hurts him! Oh, a huge right hand from the monster! And then he chases him down! Fulton is laying out, struggling to get to his feet.
You know, he out-jabbed Fulton. He out-jabbed the boxer. And the way that he was able to finish him, I think just speaks worlds to Inoue and his ability.
That destructive, decisive power does it again! The monster! A 4-division world champion! Stamp it in Tokyo!
So for me, that was the breakout moment for Inoue being a pound-for-pound guy.
You are watching greatness in his absolute prime.
the Marlon Tapales fight, it was about making history, about becoming a two-time undisputed champion within less than a year. It's not to say it was a foregone conclusion that he was gonna beat Marlon Tapales, but we all knew that Tapales wasn't on Naoya Inoue's level. So when I look at that fight, it's just grab your lunch pail, go to work, and do what you have to do.
These are hard shots by Naoya Inoue. Big left hand to the head.
Tapales was able to land the southpaw jab quite a bit early on. I wasn't used to Naoya Inoue getting hit so much. But eventually, you could just tell he was starting to close the gap, break down Tapales, was figuring him out because he's just such a high boxing IQ, and that power is undeniable.
Here comes Inoue, the monster. Left hand, right hand, Tapales is down.
And once he finally got to Tapales, it was just a matter of time, and he's able to put him away like he does with most opponents.
Inoue would throw a shot and then hook. Ooh.
Big right hand there, backed up Tapales. He's not gonna make it up. Naoya Inoue makes history. The legend of the monster continues to grow. Inoue becomes only the second man to be undisputed in multiple weight divisions in the modern era. History made here in Tokyo.
I am so impressed with Inoue's cultural relevance in Japan, how he means so much to that country, and he connects to a big audience there.
The proof is in the pudding. He just sold out the Tokyo Dome, over 50,000 fans, flocked to the arena. The first boxing fight there since Mike Tyson was upset by Buster Douglas. So the fact that Naoya Inoue could bring a boxing fight to an arena that could only hold that magnitude of a fight, it really speaks to his drawing power.
Introducing Naoya Monster
I couldn't wait to watch the Luis Neri fight because going into that fight, Neri was really playing up to his role as the villain. And he actually called Inoue overrated. And Inoue going into that fight kept it cool, kept it calm, said that it wasn't personal to him, and he proved it in the ring.
For the undisputed junior featherweight championship, Luis Neri, Naoya Inoue.
Naoya Inoue, Luis Neri fight. You know, that was a super entertaining fight.
Neri comes forward against the monster.
I like that from Neri. It's dangerous.
It was the first time that I had ever seen Inoue look so undersized.
Neri right now doesn't seem spooked by the punching power. Oh! There it is!
Inoue goes down! Luis Neri with a first-round knockdown of the monster!
Yeah, in that second round when Naoya got dropped, I mean, it was a massive shock. And he was hurt. He was very hurt when he went down. It wasn't just a flash knockdown in terms of, oh, okay, yeah, that was footing. No, he was hurt.
First knockdown suffered of Inoue's career. New adversity faced for Naoya Inoue.
Once you get knocked down, that changes everything because the fight can go downhill really fast, or you can do what Naoya Inoue was able to do and just weather the storm, regroup in the corner, come back, and be himself.
Once he knocked him down, it lighted a fire in Inoue. Every fighter needs that courage, and his nickname as well, like that monster, to come out of him and show everybody, like, don't even play with me like that no more, type of attitude. So he showed that.
What a shocking start to this undisputed championship fight. Now, how does the monster react? Oh, and Inoue returns the favor.
Lunging forward.
Neri came forward, overextended himself, and the monster caught him. Knockdown scored from Inoue.
Naoya got up fighting with that Japanese warrior spirit and right back to the fundamentals, went back to what Naoya Inoue is all about, and was able to break Neri down.
To come back and drop Luis Neri and say, okay, now we're on even terms. How's the rest of the fight gonna play out?
Oh, look at this! Little showboat trying to draw him in and then firing off. Oh, there's another one that splits the guard. Inoue on the attack. Left hook scores the knockdown again. Here comes the monster. There's the right hand as Neri has crumbled and the monster has roared. He's done it again.
I know his power is talked about all the time. He goes by the monster for a reason, but I don't think people understand how much power he truly has. When I look at the knockout, he put no torque in the punch, and it still knocked him out cold. So that shows you just how much power he packs in a solid punch that he's really not throwing with all his force. So he was blessed with that kind of power.
I feel like that fight, if I want to rank all of them, I would give it the Neri fight, just for the fact that he got clipped, dropped to the floor, first time, everybody's just like, wow. And then he got up and ended up stopping the dude, so I give him kudos for that one.
His last fight showed me what is most impressive about him, and that's his resilience. He went to the canvas and he was able to get up and knock out his opponent, and that's what makes a true champion that everyone will remember far beyond after they retire.
Naoya Monster
っていうものはすごく自分の中で大きな分岐点になるところではあると思うんで、まあ今でも実質5階級上げてきて、まあそれでもこう今は 試合的には順々にこなしてますけど、やっぱり体的な限界というのは絶対にこの階級制のスポーツなんで、絶対にそこは当たってくると思うんで、まあこのままスーパーバンタムでこのキャリアを終えるのか、それとももう一つチャレンジをするのかっていうのは今すごく考えどころですね。
Naoya, the monster
Inoue has already made an incredible name for himself. His legacy is secured. The final chapter of his career will come down to whether or not he's interested in raising his profile even more and fight in the United States.
The money that Naoya Inoue is generating in Japan means he doesn't have to come to the United States. People have to come to him to fight.
The economics of it make it difficult for Inoue to fight anywhere else but Japan.
In front of a sold-out Tokyo Dome, pound for pound elite.
He's filling out stadiums in Japan, and he's making 8 figures in Japan as a 122-pound fighter. So that's going to be his legacy.
For someone like Inoue, what he's doing now and what he's accomplished, legacy is the perfect word to describe him.
Opens up this third round with a combination. Oh, a huge right hand from the monster.
I think people don't understand that we're watching one of the greats, one of the actual greats. We're able to see it live.
Inoue is everything that people say that he is, and the scary part is he's still getting better.
Naoya Inoue has planted himself along the likes of Alexander Usyk and Terence Crawford as the best fighter in the world.
You are watching greatness in his absolute prime.
I think he'll go down as the greatest ever Japanese fighter.
And the monster has roared!
But there's just something about Naoya Inoue that captures the imagination, not only of his own home country, but beyond those borders. The fact that people want to see him here in the United States and are clamoring for him to come over here, I think that's probably the biggest legacy that he's going to leave for the rest of the Japanese champions who come behind him.
And this fight is over. What an impressive victory for the monster.
From now on, just like with Mexican fighters, he's the next Chavez. With American fighters, he's the next Mayweather. With Japanese fighters, the measuring stick is going to be he's the next Naoya Inoue.